What about last night? The Cardinals
saying,
and the Rams. I think that came down to partially Kyler being nervous.
No.
And then the fact that they didn't have D-Hop.
I was like, come on.
I think that's a big.
You can't take away your number one
D-Hop,
receiver.
yeah. After week 14, they kind of like.
I've been telling everybody that no one wanted to listen to me. Everybody kept saying Kyler. I'm like,
No,
you take away the number one receiver that he's thrown multiple touchdowns to. What is? Come on.
You got some thoughts on that, KC?
Yeah. I just want to say, so if we're gonna say Kyler is Kyler, because I know we have some very staunch Kyler supporters on this show. If we're gonna say Kyler is Kyler, then we have to acknowledge that D-Hop, like Malik was saying, take away D-Hop, what is he supposed to do? Well,
look who else he's throwing it to.
AJ Green, Christian Kirk, Rondo.
Come on, AJ Green dropped the ball. He caught the ball, got hit, and dropped it. Come on.
I wouldn't want to throw to none of them. One of them's washed up. Two of
really?
them don't have nothing.
I wouldn't say AJ's washed up. AJ's good, but he's not great.
He catches the ball and flinches before he
Now
gets
we're
hit.
saying the Cardinals' weapons aren't good enough.
I mean,
They didn't.
Their running backs are great. Yeah.
The issue, they didn't use them.
Then they
didn't run the ball.
They were
Neither
dead.
one.
Run the ball.
So, just to go to the original point, the reason why I think they lost, partially Kyler first playoff game. I think, like you were saying, we should give the vitriol that we give to the Ravens for the loss. We should, in my opinion, give the vitriol to Kyler. Because Kyler, in my opinion, looked awful. I watched the game; he looked bad.
He looked. Lamar didn't look good.
Now I'm a
That's what I'm saying. He didn't.
I don't.
Wait.
But that's just the first point.
Kyler had to throw against Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, Von Miller, and Eric Weddle coming out of retirement. Come on now.
But I mean, Lamar
is
Jackson's
hilarious
first playoff
to me.
game, he also had to play Joey Bosa, Melvin
oh.
Ingram.
Derwin James. I mean,
I mean, it's pretty.
but-
They're pretty similar. You know what I mean? It's pretty similar.
besides the point. That's besides the point.
What?
Joey
They-
Bosa and Melvin Ingram. Just want to throw that out there.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Aaron
what I'm saying.
Donald and Jalen Ramsey.
James.
But look,
They're both good defenses, is what I'm saying, bro. Like it's not like a walk in the park. But I mean, they play them twice a year though, so it's like there's no excuse for them to get beat like that. Like
that was my original point.
They play them
Cliff
twice a
Kingsbury
year.
has been the coach of this team, and he has a track record of this too. I think it's both Kyler and Kingsbury. He starts the season off great, even going to his Texas Tech days, bro. Starts the season off great, and he literally cannot finish a season.
Bro, he had my homeboy and he didn't win nothing.
Every second half of the season of his
Texas Tech.
career,
You know what's
bro.
crazy? I was talking to one of my friends and he was making that point about like he didn't understand why Kingsbury got a job. He's like, don't get me wrong.
He had a negative
don't get me
college
wrong.
record.
Yeah, he had. It's literally the fact that he had Mahomes. That's the only reason why he
His
got a
name is
job.
pretty cool. I ain't gonna hold
That
you.
and the
That's a
fact
cool
that
name.
like they were
Kingsbury.
looking at it just like how they was looking at Sean McVay. You know, boy genius, young guy coming in.
That's exactly what it was.
It's
That's
like
exactly-
he got
You don't see the Cardinals' offense?
It looked
Bro,
good the
bro.
first half of the season.
Yeah, until
okay.
D-Hop
Yeah,
got hurt.
now it's awful. But
Yeah, 'cause,
talking
like-
about like that's why they brought him in. It's like they saw that he could probably have some upside. He going at it.
He definitely turned the organization around, bro. They went from 5 wins to 8 to
They
now
went
they got
from
11.
Rosen, like,
But in my opinion, like Malik was saying, he coached in the Big 12 and couldn't have a winning season, bro. With Patrick Mahomes, who people consider the GOAT as in terms of just straight talent. People consider Patrick Mahomes a GOAT, and he couldn't have a winning season. And then every second half of the season he's coached in his career, he's had a losing record. And I mean, Kyler, a part of that, you know, in the regular season, I would say Kyler is breaking down because you know he can't sustain a full season. Nothing against him. I mean, he's not the biggest guy, but I don't know, man. I just think
Did Lamar finish the season?
he did not. He did not. He got injured against the
I
Browns.
don't know why I said that.
Hurt his ankle. But yeah, I don't know.
After a year and a half of carrying a team by himself, I would imagine the weight got a little too much on
The
him.
damn bro.
Just saying, come on, guys. Like we gotta.
And I think those were the best games of the week. And the Bengals Raiders game, I think that all went as we expected. Nobody expected the Raiders to win.
If you thought the Raiders were going to win, then you believe in fairy tales or storylines. Because
I mean, it would have been great for the script writers.
I hate
that's
the
what I'm
Bengals
saying.
so much, but yeah, you're right. I
you mean?
do
Joe
not
Cool?
like. Don't start.
Hey, Leak, I'm not gonna hold you. I don't like the Bengals neither, but I respect.
I don't like the
their
Bengals. I
offensive
respect
firepower.
them, but also like
That's how I feel
I'm
about
just
the
saying.
Bills.
So when I was watching the game, like when I watched like the after game, and no, I think it was the game for last night, and they were calling him Joe Cool. I'm like,
Yeah, he takes that persona a little.
don't,
Bro, after the
don't.
game,
He hasn't done any.
Yeah.
My just
After
thing,
the game,
he
they
hasn't,
asked him
he hasn't done anything when it matters. Don't get
bro,
me wrong.
on the
How many
field.
wins Lamar Jackson got?
He hasn't
Nah,
done anything.
we're not
when it
answering
matters.
that.
How many wins
This
he got
isn't
in the
about
playoffs
Lamar. See, that's what I'm
versus
saying.
Joe?
Why you always got to go to Lamar? This isn't about Lamar.
You know what?
Who has the nickname Joe Cool that actually proved himself in the playoffs?
Hey,
Joe
this
Burrow
is
just
what I
won.
gotta say, bro.
Joe Flacco, Baltimore Raven quarterback. Don't do that. Like,
Yes, sir.
come on, bro. 11
John, do you-
touchdowns
do you-
and 0
do you
interceptions.
believe
One of the
everything
greatest
he said,
performances
bro?
in the playoffs.
Do you